Ask the Mayor with Melanie Keebler, only on News Channel 21.
This month, with concerns about the weather, the mayor took viewer questions via Zoom rather than join us in studio.
First, we asked about the city's accomplishments in 2023.
One of the big things that we hear from everyone about is housing and homelessness, and that's where a lot of our efforts were in 2023. So really proud to say that we continue to support shelter in Bend and to continue to invest in finding that place for people to take that initial step off the street. We provided over 58,000 nights of shelter to individuals and supported 315 people moving into more permanent housing through our safe parking and our shelter supports that we have in place. So really glad that we are making progress there. We need to keep going and keep doing better. We also need to keep investing in affordable housing. We have done a great job of that over the years. And in this past year, we supported over 360 new affordable homes. We built 162, and there's 144 in the pipeline to be built. And so really excited to keep putting hundreds of affordable homes on the ground because we know that's a really key part of what people care about as well. Some other highlights from 2023, working hard to get investment from the state and federal government in our Midtown crossing. So the $20 million grant from the federal government there, and also the huge grant for the design of the Reed Market crossing from the federal government. Really excited that we arranged and had, I think maybe one of the first ever meetings with the Tribal Council of the Confederated Tribes of Warm Springs, and are starting to form a relationship there so we can work together on shared issues of concern. And then another highlight from this year was putting together a transparent police data dashboard for the public to interact with and look up what's going on, what kind of calls are in your neighborhood, how police are responding, and how our mobile crisis team is responding to those type of calls that maybe don't need a police response, but could use that mental health worker response. So a lot of exciting things. I've got a highlight on my website, melaniekeebler.com, with a list. We also put together a video for city staff talking about their big accomplishments that's available on my website and the city's YouTube as well.
This leads to our next question. What will the city be tackling in 2024?
What we're going to see in the beginning of 2024 is sort of the conclusion of long processes to develop quite a few policies. So we've got our transportation utility fee that we're continuing to work through. We had a big work session on that last week, and we'll be coming out to do more public outreach on that soon. We are looking at a tree code that was worked on a lot last year. We are going to start the process of updating our climate action plan this year, which is going to be a big project. And then we're just going to continue to work on those goals that we set at the beginning of 2023. So a lot is going to continue to happen in 2024.
Next, the viewer asks, with warmer and shorter winters, does the city have a plan for water resources as Bend continues to grow?
We're lucky to have an award-winning water source that we use, both groundwater and water that's surface water from the creek. And what's great about how we have planned for our water system in our conservation plan is as our population has grown, in the last few years, we've actually seen a decrease in per capita water use. So we are not using as much water even as we are growing. And that's great. When we talk about water in the region, it's really a regional thing. It's the whole Deschutes River Basin. So we also, beyond just doing our own conservation work here in the city and asking everyone to reduce and, only water your lawn every other day and think about water conservation, we also partner and want to be a partner to all the other people who are working in the basin to reduce agricultural water use and be more efficient there and to keep the river healthy. So the bottom line is we're in a good place. We are always monitoring our water system and planning for conservation for the future.
Another viewer asked about the transportation fee. What's budgeted and where will the funds be redistributed?
The transportation fee is part of our transportation system plan to pay for the maintenance and operations and programs that we are going to need going forward for our transportation system. One big part of that plan was to pass the GO bond and to get a bunch of projects funded, but that GO bond cannot pay for maintenance of any of those new things and great things we're going to be building, and we need to plan for those additional parts of our system. And we've seen our state gas revenues decline while our costs have gone up. So that's really what the transportation fee is designed for. It's to maintain our current level services and then enhance them so that we can provide that extra level that we have planned for in the transportation system, and that we're maintaining the good things that we are putting online to meet our transportation needs. So there's a lot there in the transportation fee. We have actually a really great website on our city website with information, and we are also planning a couple of public listening sessions to get more public input and feedback on the policy coming up soon. So look forward to continuing to discuss this policy with the community.
Our final viewer question, how does the city protect trees and natural plants with new housing construction?
Very timely question, as we're just coming to the end of the tree regulation update committee's work, where they're actually looking at our current tree code and thinking about how can we improve that in a way that helps us meet some of those goals around trees, but also is not too onerous so that we're not building the new housing that we need. And it's a delicate balance that I think we're going to be working through the policy that the committee's presenting to us. We're going to go out again for some more community feedback. But the bottom line is, if we stop building housing within our UGB, then we start looking at, okay, do we have to sprawl out into our surrounding area? And then are we moving into forests, deserts, other places where those natural plants and trees are? If we can focus on building inside the UGB, we can avoid that sprawl. And I think there is a good balance that we can have about how do we conserve trees or do more replanting, more street trees, more distribution of the urban canopy around the city. All that is part of the discussion, not just this tree code, but maybe some future ideas around trees as well.
Thanks to Mayor Keebler and to viewers for the questions. Our next Ask the Mayor segment is Wednesday, February 14th. You can submit questions anytime at ktvz.com.